Hello, everybody, and welcome to Paul Travel's Virtual Escapes series. Thank you so much for joining us and taking the time today. I hope everybody's having a great summer so far. I'm Rhonda Swehan with Paul Travel, the leisure manager, and my colleague is Julie Bekdash. She's co-hosting with me today.
Hi, everyone.
Again, thank you to everybody for joining us. For those of you who've attended our webinars in the past, and I see there's a lot of repeaters out there, so thank you so much. We really appreciate you joining us and all your comments that you've been giving us, the feedback. It's been really taken to heart and we really appreciate it. And if you're joining us for the first time, we hope you enjoy and find the webinar interesting and inspiring for you. I know it's been really fun exploring the countries, and you know, it's been ones that we've been to before. You know, maybe they're ones that you want to go back, or you're just getting a taste of where you might want to go next. So it's kind of the perfect time to be sitting back and enjoying these. I know for myself, Costa Rica is a place I would go back again in a heartbeat. It's truly a beautiful and amazing country to visit. I know Julie and I were really excited to share in this fabulous destination with you all today. Just before we get started though, just a couple of things. Next week, we're going to be visiting New York. So that'll be our webinar. I know it's a place we really can't visit right now, but hey, why not get some pointers and be prepared for the next time you travel to, or maybe it'll be your first time. So please definitely join us next week if you can. That's next Thursday, which, gosh, I think it's the 3rd of September already. Oh my goodness, where is the time going? And it'll be at 4 o'clock. You can also find it on the Paul Travel website as well, along with any of our previous recordings. So for today, you could also, sorry, I kind of forget to mention this, but I'm sure you're all quite familiar. Any questions that you want to answer, please put them in the Q&A box, and we will get to them at the end of the presentation. Don't be shy, ask away. We would love to hear from you. So I was so excited today, you know, thinking about Costa Rica and kind of reminiscing. I've been lucky enough to go. I love a good beach. I do. I really love a good beach. But for me, the rainforest, oh my God, it was such an amazing experience in Costa Rica. There were so many great memories. I just have to share one of my favorite memories, and maybe the scariest. I'm scared of heights. And I was convinced to do the zip lining in Monteverde in the cloud forest. And I must say, oh my God, my knees were shaking. But you know, I was very proud of myself. I did it. And it was so amazing. It was just such a great memory for me. And I would go back. I don't know if I would do that, but it was something that I'm glad I did for sure. Julie, I think you've been as well. Is there any great memories that you have?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Probably my favorite was at the Tarcoles Hot Springs, just standing there in these natural hot springs. You got hummingbirds and beautiful flowers all around, and then you're at the base of the volcano, and you could feel it rumbling. And then after we were there, we drove around, and you could see the red rocks coming off the top. And yeah, it was just quite surreal. So that was one of my favorite memories for sure.
So amazing, yes.
Yeah, so today we're so excited to have our two guests with us. I'll just introduce them to you and then let them take it away. So we have Judith Ulatte. She is from a small town called Alajuela. I hope I said that right. One of the 7 provinces in Costa Rica called San Ramon. She has a university degree in tourism where she's been working for 28 years. And what her role is, she's in charge of coordination and operation of programs of all the destinations in Costa Rica. And she travels to other countries for doing trade shows. She's probably done quite a bit of traveling. And then she just works closely also with the clients and account executives to find the best travel options around Costa Rica. So she's very passionate, organized, attentive, and just a destination expert in Costa Rica. And then we also have Angie, and Angie is, she graduated from public relations and marketing in San Jose, where she was born and raised. and she's been working in tourism since 2009. And Rhonda and I got a sneak peek of the presentation yesterday, and it's so professional. And it just goes to show these are the people that we link our clients with when we're working with destinations like countries around the world to put programs together for our clients. And I just feel so proud to be able to work with companies like this. So I'm sure you'll all enjoy it as well and just see what I'm talking about. So without further ado, take it away, Judith.
Okay, thank you. Hello, how are you? It's great to have you all here, and thank you for your time. It's wonderful. I am going to share my presentation right now with you. Hold on. Here. Are we seeing it there?
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay, perfect. So we are Travel Excellence. This is a company owned by 4 Costa Ricans. It was founded in 1996. We're very proud of our colleagues and all the good that we do around here, showing our country. I will start with a video that I like to show you so you get excited, and then I'll continue with the presentation.
What is it about a beautiful sunrise that energizes the body? That perfect cup of coffee that makes you feel strong and warm inside? Or the sound of crashing waters that reconnects you to the wonderment of nature? As a neuroscientist, I'm always searching to understand the human mind, discovering how our experiences, senses, culture, and philosophies define our lives and our happiness. I've come to Costa Rica to find out what it is about this special country that is creating a sense of well-being and joy to all who visit. Ultimately in life, we make choices that define what type of life we want and who we want to be. Costa Rica, my choice, naturally.
Okay, so now, as you know, we are in Central America. This is our location. We have 2 international airports, the one in San Jose, which is in the Central Valley, the Juan Santa Maria International Airport, and the one in the North Pacific, that is Daniel Oduber International Airport. I also want to show you the way we mark our touristic regions, and I will explain to you throughout the presentation the best ones to include in your itinerary. First of all, I will tell you why Costa Rica. Costa Rica is one of the greenest countries on earth, has nearly 5% of the world species in only 0.3% of the planet's surface. It is a country that runs on 100% renewable electricity. It has more than 100 volcanoes, which 5 of them are active, and you can visit them, so it's pretty neat. If you love hiking, it's the best experience. Costa Rica is a developing nation with a stable, long-lasting, and mature democracy. It has an excellent range of services and infrastructure. You will find great hotels, boutique hotels, private homes to rent, villas to rent, great tour operators, as Travel Excellence, of course, and all of them with, and of course attractions, and all of them with many years of experience in the execution of events and of course luxury travel as well. Costa Rica has nearly 300 different beaches along the Pacific and the Caribbean side. One thing that I always say, and I will mention it right now, even though we do have great beaches, don't think of Costa Rica as a beach destination, because we are not. That's the way I see it. We are more than that. We are beach, and we are rainforest, and we are wildlife, and we are culture, and we are adventure, and we are leisure. So you have a great combination. When thinking of Costa Rica, you think about all of those aspects. And of course, ticos, that's the way we are called, the Costa Ricans. Are friendly people who like to greet people with a great smile, of course. Costa Rica is #1 on the Happy Planet Index, which measures the happiness and longevity of people. Costa Ricans have a culture of forming solid social networking of friends and families and neighbors, which helps with the well-being of the people. So we are happy people, I think, mostly all the time. We have a great place to be here, peaceful, which is, it's one of the main things, I think. The climate here in Costa Rica, our weather is, we practically have 2 seasons. Now weather everywhere is changing, but basically it's 2 seasons. Our dry season goes from December until the end of April, and that's when we call it the golden season. And from May until the end of November, we have rain. It's not that it rains the whole day. It rains, you have like sunny mornings and tropical showers in the afternoon. So it's still really nice to come and visit us because the rain, it doesn't spoil it. This is the tropics, so you will enjoy having some rain too. And mostly all the activities can be done. So again, you will enjoy it. Now starting with the best areas of the country, and as you can see here in the map, you will start seeing the areas or market in the map, so you're not lost. The Central Valley, this is the region where the beautiful provinces of San Jose, Alajuela, Cartago, and Heredia, those are the main cities, are located. Each of them with privileged characteristics and a wide variety of services. You visit here in San Jose, for example, the National Theater and some other museums. You can visit on any place, local market foods, great gastronomic experiences. And here I'm going to jump and say that the type of food that we have in Costa Rica, it's great, of course. The good thing is that you can drink water from the tap. That's a fun fact that I would like to tell you. Our diet is based on vegetables and fruits. We have great seafood, beef and chicken as well. For our breakfast, we love to eat gallo pinto, which is a mix of rice and beans. And then our typical lunch, and probably you have heard if you have been here, and I hope you liked it, if you tasted it, the casado. That's a mixed dish that usually is for lunch, and is rice, beans, a type of meat, either fish, chicken, or beef, and then it has salad and sweet plantains and sometimes a hash, like a potato hash or something. So it's very common to ask for a casado on restaurants. Again, volcanoes in the Central Valley, we have the Paz volcano and the and the Irasu volcano. So those volcanoes are great to visit. It's just a small walk and you are right there looking down at the crater. So it's really neat. Coffee plantations and waterfalls as well. This place called La Paz Waterfall Gardens is an amazing place to visit here. These are some, and of course, in the areas I'm just mentioning some of the best activities that you can do, but there is a lot to do more. Same with the hotels. In this case, in San Jose, you can consider the Costa Rica Marriott, Grano de Oro, Hotel Presidente, Finca Rosa Blanca, among many others. Great hotels. The next area is Tortuguero. Tortuguero is world known as one of the Costa Rica's jewels. It's popular for its natural beauty and incredible biodiversity, also known as our little Amazon rainforest. It has these channels, and the only way to get there is by boat because there are no roads in Tortuguero. So it's really amazing. It's, when you visit that place, it's like going really into the forest. It has a little town, beautiful, so you get to experience culture and people, experience the rainforest, wildlife observation, and of course, from July through September, you have the opportunity to see turtles. A fun fact that I would like to mention is that 5 of the 7 turtle species in the world arrive to both of our coasts for nesting. So that's pretty neat. Here in Tortuguero, you can consider Mawamba Lodge, Manatus, Paquira Lodge, Evergreen, among others. The next area is Sarapiquí. When you consider an itinerary, and I know Rhonda did it, you can do Central Valley, you can go to Tortuguero, and then you can continue to other areas, or if you skip Tortuguero, this is a nice area to replace with. Sarapiquí is for natural lovers, for nature lovers, bird watching and agriculture. This is great alternative, as I said, if you don't go to Tortuguero. If you include Tortuguero in your itinerary, Sarapiquí could be a town or a place to pass by and experience the activities. You could do rafting, you could do horseback riding, bird watching, as I mentioned. This reserve is where you experience the cacao tour. And also you can visit this farm that is with this non-traditional product for Costa Rica, which is the heart of palm. So it's kind of like really different experiences that you can do, and you can include as you pass by to the area. In Sarapiquí, if you think on staying, you could consider Selva Verde, Arambigua, Hacienda La Isla, and Sarapiquí Rainforest Lodge. As you can see, these are small hotels, but some with 4-star or more of a high level, more boutique style, I'm sorry, that's what I meant. The northern region, it's where the majestic Arenal volcano is located. Its adventure and hot springs are the highlights here. Probably you have heard about this volcano. It's the only one that has this conic shape, and it has a lake, so you can do water sports as well over there. It's amazing. You do hiking as well here. You have the hot springs. Many of the hotels, not many, some of the nicest hotels here have hot springs. So that experience and also the spa treatment are great in this area. Hanging bridges, the zip lining, of course, also horseback riding and the canyoning. And so it's really a lot of adventure that you can do here too. In this area also, there is this famous Rio Celeste in the slopes of the Tenorio Volcano National Park. It's an amazing place to visit as well. If you can incorporate that into your itinerary, you will love it. And some of the hotels in this area, boutique hotels that we suggest, Tabacón, Arenal Springs, Nayara Garden, Kioro. Some of them, as you can see, have a beautiful view of the Arenal volcano. The next area is Monteverde. Monteverde, this is where you find our cloud forest. It's for nature lovers. It was practically founded by a group of Quakers from the USA. They established in the region and devoted themselves to produce milk and cheese. This was back in the 50s. The Monteverde Reserve was the first protected protected zones in Costa Rica. So it's amazing. Now the road getting to Monteverde is much, much better and easier than before. You can, if you do Arenal, for example, you can travel by boat over the lake, of course. However, when you get to the other side, you have to consider a gravel road, and it's a little bit tricky, but you will be shortening a little bit the time there. Or you can do it by car as well, of course. But you have the two options. Bird watching here is amazing. The hiking, the hanging bridges, zip lining as well. Culture like this property here that you have a combination of chocolate and coffee and sugar cane. So it's a beautiful, beautiful place to visit. El Establo, Belmar, Senda Monteverde, and Family Lodge are amazing hotels, lodging that you can consider in this area. The next one that I want to show you is the North Pacific area. This is where the beach area is, the best beaches are located. I would probably put it that way. And also where you find like the big hotels, high quality resorts, I would say. So this is a land of beautiful landscapes made out of gulfs and bays and forests, hills, panoramic routes, volcanoes, wild rivers, beautiful beaches. It's probably I already show it. It's one of my favorite areas. It's great for fishing. Folklore and culture it's amazing here in this area. You really notice it. And it's the popular towns of Tamarindo and also El Coco are located here. Tamarindo is a surfer town. So it's very popular, and probably you have heard about that one. So here, it's a beautiful place to visit. Surfing lessons. Surfing is great here in certain points. Water activities, of course, and adventure as well. Here in this area, I will show you more than 4 hotels because I like to point out also the big resorts like Four Seasons and Andas, El Mangrove is a beautiful boutique hotel as well. All-inclusive hotels are located in this area like Secrets and Westin. So these are very good options when staying here in this region. Then the next area that we like to point out separately, even though it's located in the North Pacific area of Costa Rica, Rincon de la Vie is one of the active volcanoes that I mentioned. It's amazing. Hiking at this volcano is an excellent experience because of the diverse habitats. It's again, it's one of my favorite activities to do. It's beautiful when you walk and you smell the sulfur and you walk around these volcanic mud pots and you see some wildlife and you get to see this clear spaces, and then you walk just a little bit more and you get to the forest. Oh my God, it's just so different. Rio Negro Hot Springs is a very beautiful spot. Again, volcanic mud pots. When you stay at the lodges in this area, they do have hot springs and they have mud pots as well, where you put it in your face and you just wait until it gets dry and then you wash it off. You get 10 years younger. So it's a really nice experience. Borinquen, it's a beautiful boutique hotel in this area. Cañón de la Vieja Lodge is nice as well. Hacienda Huachipelín, Buena Vista Lodge. So you have great options up here. Then continuing down to the Pacific is the Central Pacific. This it has the closest beaches to the central city. So if you can see my mouse, the Central Valley is right here in the central of the country, and then you just go down here, and the first beach that you have experienced, you have the choice to go to Punta Arenas, which is right here as well, or Jaco, Manuel Antonio. So in among the best known towns of this area are Jaco, Herradura, Manuel Antonio, Quepos, and Dominical. Manuel Antonio National Park is considered one of our it's one of the most beautiful parks that we have. And if some of you have been there or wanna see wildlife, go to Manuel Antonio. It's amazing. You get the monkeys right here. And the sloths as well. So, and the beach is amazing because it's white sand beach. So you have it in both sides of the park. It's beautiful to visit. You can do kayaking. You can see whales. You have the Marino Ballena National Park as well. And as good hotel options, Arena del Mar, Cura Design Villas. These are very high-end in Dominical. Macanda, it has villas and suites. It's also very high-end. And El Parador is a really nice option, which is located near the Manuel Antonio National Park, so very close by. Igual, same Arenas del Mar. The next area that I want to show you is South Caribe. It's our South Caribbean park, Puerto Viejo. Puerto Viejo and Cahuita are kind of like the two towns in this area. The Afro-Caribbean culture feels the atmosphere of this region with fragrances and tropical rhythms and brilliant colors. I always say that going to this area of the country is like going to another country. It's completely different, the food and people and music. So it's kind of interesting to go to this part of the country. I love it. In the south part, you will find beautiful rivers and mountains and exuberant vegetation, and also stunning beaches. It's also one of my favorite areas. I think I have said that to to all of the areas. I'm sorry, I just love my country, but it's kind of interesting going to this part of the country. So I'm pretty sure you will love it if you include it as well. Gandoca Manzanillo Wildlife Refuge is amazing. And again, as I said before, food and cultural experiences here it's different. So I'm pretty sure you like it, more Caribbean style. And hotels here, they're more like boutique hotels, high-end. Aguas Claras, this Le Camaleón, Cariblu, and also Ecolio's boutique hotel. You will enjoy a lot, and the service and quality of food is great as well. So to wrap up my presentation, I want to tell you Costa Rica is the perfect place to come with your family, to share with the special person in your life, to connect with nature, to try new experiences, to challenge yourself, and to relax and enjoy life. So hopefully you can consider adding Costa Rica to your list of destinations, and we would love to have you here and show you around. So see you soon in Costa Rica. Pura vida.
That was wonderful, Judith. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you.
It just, all those different areas, and it's just kind of, it's so great to highlight and see the different topography as well. It kind of does change a little bit throughout the country.
Exactly. See.
And we're enjoying a nice summer here in Canada, but in 6 months from now, all that greenery, the flowers, I think it's so nice to leave in the middle of winter and then arrive there and you have the humidity and yeah, just everything that's alive. It's really nice.
Something that I'm sorry, Julie, something that I forgot to mention, it's the way you move around here in Costa Rica. You can rent a car, you can feel safe. Now with the GPS and the Waze app that you can download here very easily, you can just move around very easy and safe, as I said. So renting a car is a great option. Of course, with all the itinerary and knowing where you go, we usually suggest to travel during daylight. And of course, as any other place in the world, you take care of your things and you'll be good. Another thing is that if you're by your own, driving by your own, and you want to stop at any town to ask, people are friendly and they will be happy to help you. That's for sure. You can also rent a private transportation with a private guide that will be, of course, with you the whole time, and you can learn, I think, more when you have a guide with you to show you like the nice spots and give you some tips on this and that, so you can do it as well. And the third option that you have is using kind of like a shuttle that's very used also. A transportation that takes you from hotel to hotel. It's basically a shuttle, so you can use that too.
Perfect. That's great. That's, I was just going to ask that. It's nice to know there's so much, it's nice to be at a resort, but it does, I found when we were there, like it's pretty hilly and the roads are windy. So it takes a little while to get from one place to another. So it's nice to, you know, stay a few nights in one area and then go experience another area. And like you said, if someone feels comfortable driving, a lot of people will rent a car. But
Exactly.
it's also nice to have someone pick you up and just take you to the next spot as well. So
yes, if you are adventurous, you will enjoy a lot driving. If you're not, just you hired someone to take you around.
Yeah, good. That's good. And probably, yeah, driving, if you're going to drive during the day is probably better, which is with all the little critters and the wildlife and stuff like that, you probably want to drive in the daylight.
See, even for us, I prefer to do it that way because it's easier.
Yeah, right. Perfect. Does anyone, I'll see if anybody has any questions. But yeah, that was excellent presentation. I know Rhonda and I have both used Travel Excellence with you guys before with our clients, and we've had rave reviews. Everyone's so happy, and it's just such a high caliber of quality of services that you provide. So that's
Thank you.
Yeah, love working with you.
Just while Julie is kind of taking a look to see if we have any questions from our viewers, I just have one actually, Judith or Angie. So the toucans, you know, when you think of Costa Rica, you think of the toucans. What areas can you actually see them? You know, if we have somebody that's really interested in going and actually seeing the toucan, like, is it throughout the whole country or are there just certain areas?
Angie, do you want to jump in?
Yes, of course. Well, toucans are really popular here. You are right. And you can see them mostly everywhere, you know,
Okay.
as well as, for example, the lapas, the macaws. You can see them as well in the Central Pacific or the South Pacific, the North Pacific, you know. So it is mostly other regions. Of course, if a client is really interested in bird watching and like in pointing that kind of bird, we will recommend, for example, the northern region, Sarapiquí, Arenal Volcano. Those are great places to see the toucans, and the Pacific, as I said before.
Monteverde as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, great. Yeah, they're such beautiful birds. Oh my gosh. I was so excited when I saw my first toucan. I was just so thrilled. It was like, oh my gosh, they're so majestic. Their colors, it was unbelievable, vibrant.
There are two rivers that are pretty neat because you see a lot of wildlife. One in the North Pacific, that is the Tarcoles River. I'm sorry, the Tempisque River. And the Tarcoles is in the Central Pacific. Both of them, you go on a boat, it's open on the sides and covered on top. So it's kind of like a safari style, and you get to see a lot of wildlife and birds and monkeys and crocodiles in both rivers. So it's pretty neat. You don't have to go to a zoo, you just go to those rivers.
Awesome. We do have a couple great questions. Do you mind just updating, so as of, I guess, the end of August, what the situation is for travelers, like the COVID situation, and how it's being handled right now in terms of arrivals?
Yes, sure. Right now, the airport is open since August 1st, and mostly for Canadians and European countries. Today, actually, we heard that it's in September 1st, it's going to be open for some states of the United States. And as well, the test, it's up to 72 hours, which is good as well. And right now we are in the, how can I say, in the process of having more cases than at the beginning per day. However, we're trying to move slowly, opening hotels and opening restaurants, kind of like a half percentage in certain locations. There is a restriction, for example, on when we travel with our cars, like a restriction of the plates, so not everybody it's out, as well as the timing. For example, is during the week is from 5 to 10 and 10 p.m. and then during weekends from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then beaches, and Angie can correct me if I'm wrong, and you can add something else, Angie, that maybe I'm missing. But for beaches, you can visit them from 5 until 2:30. 2:30, right, Angie?
Yes, exactly. From 5 a.m. to 2:30. And another important thing that I would like to add is that tourists don't have to be in quarantine when they come, because this is very important for people, right, visiting the country. We are asking the test, as Judith said before, that the traveler takes a test 72 hours prior to the arrival. And as soon as they get here, they can start their trip. They don't have to do quarantine. So that's a very good thing to mention.
And you need to show, or you need to bring an insurance that covers
a specific insurance to cover your trip if anything happens, you know. But yeah, we are opening, as Judith said before, we are opening gradually to the tourism, because it's very important for us. So taking care of everything, all the industry had to make protocols that clients can ask when they come, the hotels, the tour operators. We as a GMC here, we have we had to make specific protocols and to ensure the security, the health and security of the clients.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And just another thing to note, there is an insurance. There's 2 companies that you can get now will cover Canadians for sure for any COVID-related illnesses while in Costa Rica. And just to give you an idea, it's around $200 for 2 weeks if you're under 59. So pretty reasonable as well. So that's good. So thanks for covering that. That's excellent. And then just one more question. Say if somebody wanted to go for, say, like a long stay, maybe to spend 2 or 3 months in Costa Rica, is there a certain area that you think would be best to be at as like a hub?
Oh my gosh, it's funny. I would say any place. I mean, it could be, if you're looking for the beach area, I mean, Guanacaste could be a great option. The Central Pacific as well, or staying in San Jose, maybe not downtown San Jose, but in the Central Valley, and then from there you can move like easily to the beach area down to the Central Pacific. Where you have like more services probably. But it depends on really what are your needs. If you want to be like very apart from everything and you don't need like major services or high level services, I mean the Guanacaste area or the Central Pacific could be a nice option.
With some shops and restaurants and
yes,
and things.
Yes, but not in not a lot of I mean, no, how can I say, not like you will find in San Jose, like commercial centers and malls and more restaurant options. It would be a little bit more limited if you choose some other areas.
Okay, perfect. Great questions, everyone. Is there anything else anyone wants to add before we close? No.
Okay, I just have to ask this question. What area would you recommend for scuba divers? Like, is it more the south area that has the best diving? Can you just maybe give a little scoop on that?
It would be, yes, and Angie, maybe if you want to answer, because I would say either Guanacaste, it's good for scuba diving, like the Papagayo area, or down in the south.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We have like those two great diving areas. We of course have the Coco Island, which is like the most important place to dive here in Costa Rica, but it's more for people who really are into the diving experience. You will have to do like a specific trip in boat that takes like 36 hours to get to the island, and it's more for like a really enthusiastic divers, right? But if you want to stay like at the beach and go for one-day trips to dive, the Northern Pacific is like the perfect place. You will have like a lot of places to do different spots in the different areas. And as Judith said, the South Pacific, where Caño Island is located, it's like the main spot for diving in the area.
Oh, okay, great. Fantastic. Yeah.
Good for everyone.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Thank you so much, ladies. That was excellent. Thank you so much for joining us and just inspiring us to think about traveling and just to what Costa Rica is all about, and just adding it to our list, the different areas. So thank you so much. That was wonderful. Thank you for all of our participants for joining us, and I hope to see everyone again next week. So enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. And thank you again, Angie and Judith, and we wish you all the best.
Ciao, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye now.